Hi guys, here we go with another pickups video, and we have a bumper pickups video for you this time. Massive stacks of games and a good variety of games this time. So obviously we have some Xbox games for the Xbox wall to bump up that collection. Plenty of 360 as always. A good pile I had off my friend Eddie at Rollercore. A couple of gifts from Al, Big Game Al, Planet Retro. We have a Wii game, but it's a good Wii game, and we have some Dreamcast. And when I say we have some Dreamcast, we have some Dreamcast. Not one, not two, not even three Dreamcast games. I'm just going to double check it. Yeah, we have 6 Dreamcast games, all, maybe except for one, stellar titles. But I mean, that other one is a game that I love. So yeah, some really good ones, some big hitters as well, including one massive top of the range hitter on the Dreamcast. So we're probably going to save them to last, even though they're some of the first games I picked up, just to keep you reeled in, as you like. A few extra bits and bobs as well to go through. But yeah, like I say, we have charity shop, we've got CEX, gifts from tubers, a trip I took with some tubers to Birmingham to visit a few other stores, so some new stores that I've not been to before, and just an all-round good pickups video for once. So obviously we're back in lockdown now as well, or at the time of recording this we are, and yeah, it'll go out, we'll probably still be in lockdown. So the pickups are probably going to go thin again, if any. So this is probably going to be the last kind of big good pickups that we had, which is another reason we went for that trip, to pick them bits up. So yeah, but I mean, it gives me time to get a few other videos filmed. A lot of people asking for a room tour. I have the week off this week, so hopefully, famous last words, I can get some stuff moved around and get the room tour filmed. Yeah, so that might be coming, should be coming, hopefully will be coming. And yeah, just gives me time to focus on the games, get my walls sorted out, because I've got piles down there I need to test from the Magpie videos. All these still need testing. So when that's all done, get them on the wall, have them move around. I might be moving these movie shelves. They might be coming out just to make room for either more games, or just spread my games out a bit so I can see them better, because obviously the Xbox walls double stacked, the 360 walls double stacked now, and just spread the love of games around the room to make room for all these that are on the floor. And looking at it now, it's ridiculous, it's insane. So I need to get this sorted on my week off, and also get some more videos filmed for you guys. Anyway, this video is going to go on long enough, so let's stop waffling on. I hope everybody's well in this mini half-arsed lockdown. Not talking about that, talking about games. So let's crack on. I'm going to do them in a slightly different order, just because of the better stuff I picked up first. So miscellaneous pickups will do before the trip. So I went into charity shop to look, obviously, if they've got any games. They actually didn't have a single game, and they normally have quite a few. I asked and said they're not got any, so someone's bought them all up. But I did come across this. It's not game related, but I thought it was pretty cool to find in a charity shop. Still brand new sealed. Pretty cool funky version or special edition of Meatloaf Bat Out of Hell. So it's got a lenticular cover, which is quite nice. Still sealed, like I say, it was $1.99. But it also comes with a DVD, Hits Out of Hell. So that's what is on the track list for anybody interested. And I don't mind a bit of Meatloaf, so I'll give that a listen. It's just something I found in a charity shop before, I don't know, you guys might be interested in. Anyway, onto the actual games now. So across the road from that charity shop is a CEX. I think, did all of these come from there? No, all except for one. So yeah, we'll do the CEX first, means they're on top. DS, I forgot to mention we've got DS games. So a couple of DS games for you. First one for $3.50, so nice and cheap. But a game I've played that I think will hopefully work pretty well on the DS. Warhammer 40,000 Squad Command. So I don't mind my 40k stuff, my Warhammer stuff. Looks like a tactical, yeah, I don't know, tactical, it's not really hard to say shooter, because you've got obviously vehicles and stuff. I don't know if it's kind of like Command and Conquer, maybe, I'm not sure. I've not played it or tested it yet, so if you have, let me know, is it any good? Real-time destructible 3D battlefields, over 20 ranged and close combat weapons, 15 single player and 9 multiplayer missions. Yeah, no idea. It is all fully complete with manual and all that extra Nintendo gumph of manuals in there as well. So we'll give that a go. That can go on the DS wall, which I'm looking now is actually full. Might have to take some of the 3DS off and put them on a separate shelf now to make room for these two. And this surprisingly was only £4, so I thought I'd pick it up. It's a nice golden shiny case. Wario Master of Disguise. Now I'm going to say something that might be a bit controversial, but I actually, especially on the handheld, I prefer the Wario games to the Mario games. The sprites are a lot bigger, they just tend to be more colourful, better gameplay. I don't know, I just prefer the Wario games to the Mario, especially on the original, on the Game Boy. Yeah, I like the Wario games, so I thought I'd give this a go. Not played this one. This has a ton. I know why it does. Yeah, okay, so it is complete with manual and obviously cart, but I got an extra set of manuals because the manuals were already in the case, and then when the guy got the cart out, there was only one copy. It also had another set of manuals in with the cart, and he took the manuals out and chucked them on top of the bin. And I was like, well, if you're just going to chuck them, I'll have them anyway. Someone might want them, one of my friends or whatever. So if anybody wants a set of manuals for Wario Master of Disguise, I have a full set. So the manual, the DS one, and the Nintendo Black manual. So they're extras. They'll go in my manual pile for trades or whatever. And yeah, I have the set of 3, really nice condition in my game as well. So this one you can draw on Wario to turn him into different things. So if you draw a tail on it here, he turns into a dragon Wario. We have a thief, a Sparky, a captain, genius, arty, cosmic, wicked, and dragon Wario by the looks of it. So yeah, each one gives him different abilities to do different puzzles and what have you as you go along. So yeah, I don't know if it plays like the other Warios. I would imagine it does. If you've played it, again, let me know. Is it any good? So 2 more DS games for that little collection. So I might even have enough now to do a little collection video on my DS, because I don't think I've done one yet. I've done my Game Boy, but not my DS. So yeah, I think a collection video is in order for that as well. Anyway, we also picked up a couple of 360 games. This one I got because I got the other version from the Music Magpie video, if you've seen that. This is kind of a little add-on, only £4. Angry Birds Star Wars, that you can obviously, is better Connect. So, better with Connect video, Connect game. And it's just more Angry Birds, but in the Star Wars universe. I enjoy Star Wars, so we'll give that a go. Obviously don't have a manual because it has the writing in the back. But yeah, one more for that set, just more Angry Birds stuff. Everyone knows Angry Birds. This one, really impressed with. So I picked it up, it was £8, but then when I seen the condition and what was inside, I just had to pick it up. Plus I picked up the other version of this not long ago. I think this was from Music Magpie as well. I'm looking down because they're all on the floor still. What was the other one I picked up? Battle Stations Midway. So this is Battle Stations Pacific, and inside this one, obviously complete with manual and disc, and it's all in mint condition. But also, I noticed when I opened it up and spied behind, it had this extra flyer, and it is in fact a massive poster. It's pristine conditions. I don't think it's been opened before till now, but it has a nice Hula Girl poster, and then on the back it has detailed information of all the planes, ships, submarines, and all that kind of stuff for both the Japanese and US Army. So if you're into your kind of World War planes and all that kind of stuff, there we are. All the information is there. So the armor, agility, speed, guns, torpedoes, rockets, bombs, DC, whatever that is. And yeah, tells you the names of everything. So if you're remotely interested in that, that's nice to have. And it obviously makes this version properly complete. And a nice flat minted manual as well on that. It's just a really nice copy of the game, so I couldn't leave it behind. I had to leave that. Nice one. I've not played one of these games yet. Obviously it's a plain fighting sim thing, I don't know. Like I say, not played it. And the Wii game that we picked up. What, I've been after this for so long. I thought it was a lot more expensive than it is. It probably was, and the price has come down maybe. I'm not sure. If Retro Bear's watching, let me know. But this was behind the counter, and I didn't see it till I was paying. I was like, oh, I'll have a look at that as well. And what was I about it? Oh yeah, the disc. The disc is slightly marked, but yeah, I decided to pick it up anyway. For £22, we have a copy, finally, of Silent Hill Shattered Memories. Yeah, I've been wanting to play this for ages. The only Silent Hill game I've not played. I'm a massive fan of the Silent Hill games. Played them all, absolutely love them. I think this is supposed to be the best version of the game because of the Wii controls and the way the game plays, because it plays slightly different to Silent Hill previous games. Obviously it came out on the PSP and the PS2 as well. And I think both have quite a high value, especially the PS2 version as well. 22 quid, I didn't think it was that bad. Yeah, I just thought it was a lot more, unless I'm getting mixed up with the PS2 version. But it is complete with manual and the Nintendo booklet. So there's a few marks on the discs, but yeah, not too bad. So I had to pick it up. Been after it for so long. I want to play it, so I might get this played this week as well. Show you a few screenshots if you can see that. There's my light because it is really dull again outside. Getting into winter now. So yeah, looking forward to that. Anyone who has played it, let me know what it's like. I think there is a bit of a mix kind of review on it. I think it's more of an on-rails game as well, but I'm not sure. Anyway, one more game. This one is the one I've had the longest out of all these. So in a group with a few other 360 collectors, myself, Al, Rob, Lewis and Ross. And we all have recently, I think everyone showed it now, hopefully, have picked this game up. It come through sealed as well, although I'm not sure about my seal. I think mine is a reseal, because it doesn't have the actual Xbox sticker on. But yeah, it is a German exclusive release for the 360, and that is Snipers. So it's an online only game, I believe, where you are a sniper and you're sniping each, although you probably can't read that if you don't read German. I can read most of it. But yeah, we've all got a copy of this now, so I think we're all going to jump on and give it a go and play it at some point. So, because of that, I'm going to open it, even though mine's sealed. Like I say, it doesn't have the actual Xbox seal. And I think Rob's copy does. So I was a bit dubious about mine. I think it is a reseal, it's not a proper seal. So I'm going to open it now, and we're going to find out together what's inside. Hopefully it's either not a fake or whatever. I don't think it's fake. But that is now open. It does have the manual. Let's check the disc, make sure it is new and not played. Yeah, the disc is pristine, so it is new. So I'm not really sure how that came, although the manual does look like it's been thumbed on the back. It's got a few creases there, look. So I don't know. I don't know if that could be classed as new, but it is complete, and we're going to play it, so it needs to be open. And we'll see. Quite an odd one to get, I think, obviously with it being German exclusive, and does hold a bit of value. We got it slightly cheaper than the going rate, which was nice. Yeah, just say, the stick on the back does say new. I'm not sure that it was, so I don't know. I might, I've had that quite a while now. I might write something, I might not, we'll see. Anyway, the last games, there's still quite a lot of games. So the last pickups we got were all from a trip. If you've watched any of the other guys' videos, you'll know by now. Al had some time off and was going around visiting people, and late one night they decided to go to Birmingham for the next day. So he messaged me because he knew I had the day off, because we'd already previously discussed it. And he was like, look, we're going to Birmingham, do you want to come? I was like, I'd love to, but obviously the missus is still working. I'm off, but she's not. And he was like, no problem, I'll come up, pick you up, and we'll go down. So, absolutely appreciated. Thanks a lot for that, mate. It was a fantastic day. So Al come pick me up early in the morning, and we drove obviously over to Birmingham to meet Eddie Rollercore and John of I forgot John's channel. I'll put it down here. Sorry, mate. So yeah, we went over to meet them. They were already in the shop, but we got there a bit early, looked around the charity shops. There was absolutely nothing, didn't find a single game. And went over to a shop that I had been told about, which I've also forgot the name of because it was a couple of weeks ago and I'm useless, so I'll also put that down here as well. So went in there, met the guys, had a bit of a chat. I was straight into the Xbox stuff, found a handful of titles. Then I'd look at the 360 stuff, then looking at the PS1 stuff and all the stuff in there, and I started looking at the Dreamcast stuff. And as I was kind of looking at it, the guy behind the counter just said like, oh, does he collect Dreamcast? And I heard Eddie say something like, oh yeah, he collects a bit of everything. He's like, oh, hold on a minute, we've got these. And there was another guy, he says to the guy, oh, go get them boxes. And he comes out with this huge tote box full of Dreamcast games. Puts it over the counter, so there, have a look through them. I'm like, oh, fantastic. So puts it on the floor, me and Eddie start rumbling through it. A few seconds later, he comes out with another one, another tote box. So yeah, here's some more. So geez, we're looking for all these games. Eddie got a pile. I got a nice pile, which we'll come to later. This is how the day went. And yeah, got some really good titles out there. It turns out he'd bought, I think, almost a full collection off a collector. It got some really nice bits, including the fishing rod in the boxed condition. Which I nearly was going to pick up, but obviously it's quite expensive and I'd already bought these, so I didn't want to go too mad. So I did leave that, unfortunately, but we've got some nice stuff. I think at this point John had gone. He didn't stay there too long. I think he had to get back to his kid or something. I'm not sure. I didn't even get to speak to him that much either, because we were trying to look around and get stuff. I didn't realise he was going. But I did get to meet him for a bit, so nice to meet you, mate, if you're watching. But yeah, then me, Eddie and Al, the guy had mentioned a little kind of collectible toy shop around the corner, so we went around there to check that out. Eddie got a nice bit from there, Al got a couple of games, and he had some nice stuff in there, but I didn't pick anything up, but it was nice to have a look around. Then we went over to another store that I think Dana had told Eddie about, but when we got there it was closed, and it was actually closed on Mondays. This was a Monday, so it weren't open anyway, so that was a bit of a bust. But Eddie opened his boot out, he got boxes of games that he was selling in his 360 collection, some for Al. So I had a look through them, got a massive stack myself, which we'll go through in a minute. But yeah, they're pretty much what I got from Eddie. I got to Eddie's collection a bit late. I didn't realise he was selling them off till after most people had picked through it and got all their really good stuff. But I got some nice bits for my collection. Did me a stellar deal on them as well. So we decided to go over to, I think it's Game World, something like that, which previously me and Lewis had tried to go to, but it closed when we got there, so I was gutted. But we actually got over there, and obviously they were open, so we got to go in and have a look. Quite a big store, got a big variety of stuff in there, including collectibles, statues, figurines, games for most systems, and records at the back and all sorts. So it was nice to look through. The Xbox collection, I didn't find at first. They were at the back to the side of the counter, but there were bloody loads. I've got a picture, so I'll pop that up for you to see. Yeah, all these glass cabinets just full of Xbox games. So I was like, oh, there's got to be something here I need. And there was. Picked up 5 from there. There was probably another 5 as well that I needed, but didn't have manuals, so I had to leave them. So a bit gutted about that. But still, we got some. Followed a few other bits. He did us a deal, as did the other guy. And yeah, just had a great day. Then went for something to eat, some fish and chips and what have you. Had a chat, and then sorted Eddie out with this deal. And Al gifted me a couple of games as well. So that was the day. It was fantastic. So let's go through what we actually picked up, shall we? Now we've rambled on. So first off, obviously when I met up with Al, and we got to the first place, he was like, oh, you better take these. And we kind of already discussed this, so he brought them over. He got a manual for me for a missing manual game I'd got, just my coach, whatever. He'd ordered a couple of copies and all came with manuals, so he'd get me an extra copy, an extra manual for my copy. Also, he'd somehow come across 3 copies of this game from charity shops or whatever, and I was like, I actually need that, so he was like, oh, you can have it. So he gave me a copy of The Sims 3 Pets for the 360, so appreciate that, mate. All complete with a stupid white EA flyer manual, so that's nice to have. That's going in my collection. And then when he had got his box off Eddie of his 360 games, I was just flicking through to see what he'd got off him. I can't remember, I'd picked this game up, so oh yeah, I've not actually got that. And he was like, oh, I've just picked that up myself, so you can have that one. So he'd bought it off Eddie, but then gave it to me. The case needs a bit of a clean, maybe even a replacement, I'm not sure. In fact, it's got a hologram, so I won't replace it, I'll just clean these stickers off. Nothing major really. EA Sports Masters Tiger Woods Tour 12. And again, complete with that EA flyer. So that will be going into collection as well for the 360. Then we'll do Eddie's games first. Get the 360 out of the way. Some nice stuff here I got off Eddie. So Dante's Inferno, the Death Edition, that lenticular sleeve. This is obviously a cardboard kind of case. Comes with a fold-out cover. It's quite nice. Disc and bonus disc with all the extra bits on there. So yeah, I've wanted to get this one for a little while. I don't actually have the base game. I have completed it and finished it. It's a great game, kind of a good God of War clone, going through the Divine Comedy of Dante's Inferno. Obviously, you play as Dante, going through all the layers of greed, gluttony, and all that kind of stuff. Really good game, really enjoyed it, and I've been after that edition for a little while, so that was nice to get. Got a Connect game off him that I needed. Let's Cheer. Yeah, need it for that full Connect set. Really good condition though. It's an unfortunate place to put the logo, isn't it? There's incline. I don't know. Probably never play that. The last, let's get this game sticker off. The last Armored Core game I needed for the Armored Core set was Armored Core 4. So let's grab that one, all complete. Obviously play as a big mech and shoot other big mechs. Get this last sticker off there. Because Eddie doesn't take his stickers off. Take your stickers off, Eddie. Always bugs me when people don't take that big circular CX sticker off their games. Get rid. You don't need it on your games. Anyway, another one picked up. I think Al picked this up recently as well. Blood Drive. Looking at it, it's a bit like a Carmageddon remake ilk kind of game. All complete. So just running over zombies and stuff in your cars. Brain stains and automobiles. Yeah, vehicular combat. Yeah, looks alright. I'll give that a go. Running over zombies, why not? Then we have... Oh, I thought this was a Connect game, but it's not. And it's still sealed, but not plastic sealed. So F1 Race Stars, and it's got the Xbox seal on it, and it's still sealed. We're going to break the seal, Eddie. We're going to break your seal. Because it's no longer your game, it is my game. If I can get it off, it won't even break. It should obviously have the manual inside. There we go. Disc. Obviously mint, because it's never been opened. Eddie's never opened it. A manual. All complete. So a nice kind of new game. Let's get that bloody seal off. Don't like them. Make it nice and neat and new. So that is just a kart racer, but more kind of cartoony based. Obviously you have your car and your driver with his big head. So it could be fun. I don't know, we'll give it a go. One of the other Ben 10 games I needed in that collection for the Ben 10 series, Ben 10 Omniverse. I don't think I've played this one. I've played a couple of them, got the easy 1000s. Hopefully this is another easy 1000 I can blast through. 16 playable heroes with all new aliens. Unlock over 100 combos. Yeah, we'll give it a go when I'm in my achievement mood and just blast through that. Just a kiddie platforming game. I don't think, and I'm just double checking. TO, no. I don't have on my 360 any of the Tony Hawk's games, so we've picked a couple up off Eddie. We've got Tony Hawk's Proving Ground, including a Guitar Hero 3 5-song demo. That's strange. I guess from the same makers, yeah, Neversoft. All complete. So there's one Tony Hawk's game for the set, and the other one we got off him was Tony Hawk's Project 8. I think I have this on the OG Xbox. Not really a massive kind of Tony Hawk's game fan. I've never really played one though, to be fair, so I don't know, I might give it a go. He also had, I think it was Shred, but it was the one that's supposed to come with the board, so I left that one. Another one of the WWE games, this is 12. It has the hologram on there, including The Rock, and over 15 bonus WWE superstars and divas. Obviously this has the female wrestlers in it as well, I guess. It's kind of a variant case. Complete with that manual. It's a wrestling game like all the other wrestling games. There's not much more to say about that really. A game I've been after for a little while. It's quite hard to find actually, but it's supposed to play like utter shite. It's Bomberman Act 0. From, where's it from, Eddie? Konami? However you want to say it, mate. So yeah, it's a Bomberman game, but it's a 3D Bomberman game with more realistic mech-looking Bomberman rather than your little cartoony dudes. I do like Bomberman, so I don't know. I would probably enjoy this, but I've heard it plays like utter shite, so maybe not. I don't know. It's one game I will give a go though and play and find out for myself. Then, after recently picking this up at a car boot and getting the NTSC version, I thought I'd better get the PAL version, which I've been after, so I can now move that one on or whatever. Lego Indiana Jones 2. So, me and the missus can play through this now. We do like playing through our Lego games together in co-op. And it's all complete. Nice condition on this one. So yeah, that almost now completes my Lego games for the 360. Top of my head, I only need one, maybe two more. I can't remember which ones they are without looking at my list. Another kind of, I suppose, kids type of game based on the movie, a DreamWorks movie, Megamind Ultimate Showdown. So again, probably some easy G in here. All complete. Become Megamind in this 2-player adventure. Okay, so it's co-op as well. So game, again, me and the missus can play together. Take charge of the city in your battle suit. Battle and defeat the Doom Syndicate. Yeah, I've never watched the movie, so I don't know nothing about it. But yeah, a little platforming type game maybe. Give that a go. Then both add-on packs, which I previously already got downloaded and then obviously took back because you could do that. But yeah, just got them in the collection to finish it off. So both Fallout 3 add-on packs. This is the Broken Steel and Point Lookout one. Has the manual in that. And the Pit and Operation Anchorage add-on pack. With its manual as well. That's both of them add-on packs finished and done. I also have the Skyrim one, not Skyrim one, sorry, the Oblivion one already. So that is all the add-on packs done. For them games anyway. And then a really nice one to finish up on. You don't come across this too often, although there is a store near me that does have a copy. Now I've said that. It only comes as classics, but is the Tomb Raider collection. So I have all 3 of these games already singularly, but it's just a nice collection piece, and I'm a massive Tomb Raider fan, especially the old Tomb Raiders and what have you. So I had to pick it up. So this has got the Tomb Raider Legend, Tomb Raider Anniversary, and Tomb Raider Underworld in the pack or collection as you like, and it has a nice manual with it as well, and obviously all 3 discs, and 2 of them, and this is how it comes. So Legend is a classics disc, Anniversary is not, because it was never brought out classics I don't think anyway, and Underworld, which is a classics disc. I actually really enjoyed Underworld. It was quite different. And we've also got our Square Enix members flyer as well in there, so there's nice and complete, and quite a bit of stuff in the manual actually. And just the back for anyone interested in this kind of variant collection. So yeah, nice piece to have. So cheers to them, Edit, did a nice deal on them as well for me, so much appreciated. And there will be games from Edit. So we'll get on to the two stores. So we're going to do it backwards. So the store we went to last, which was the Games World one. We've got some, only three 360 titles, so we'll get them done while we're doing the 360. My last game I needed for this set, the Destiny Warriors Gundam, the first one. So we did it completely back, so we went 3, 2 and 1. So all three of them are done now. We got that up at £6, but like I say, he did a deal on them all at the end, which I can't remember how much I paid for them now. But complete with the registration card as well. Nice condition on that one. Then one of the Cabela games, the African Safari. Finding these quite hard to come across now, so just picking them up when I can. Complete, just a bit of a sticker mark on the manual I need to get off. Whoop, yeah, that up at 6. And the Dangerous Hunts 2011 version up at £4. So that gets me 2 more Cabelas done, plus I have a couple, so I've got a fair few of them now. This has a massive chunky manual in it. Is it different languages? Yeah, different languages on it. That'll be why. But yeah, all complete. But this one is a not to be sold separately version, which is supposed to come with the gun peripheral, I believe. I'm not too fussed about getting them, unless I come across them cheap or whatever. The game's good enough for me for now. Then some Xbox. Yes, here we go. 5 titles for the Xbox wall. Getting that set done. A game I thought I had, so like I think Stu said a few times, you pick it up so many times, you think you've got it, you keep putting it down, but checking my list, I actually needed this. So the last Lego game done, and the last Star Wars game done for the Xbox set, Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. Absolutely fantastic condition on this. Got started up at £7. And yeah, we realised when I opened it to check the manual, yeah, for some reason had the manual in for the first Lego Star Wars game, which I've already got. So a spare manual for the Xbox version of Lego Star Wars. Let's stick them with the manuals. And a great condition Star Wars game on that one. Love the Star Wars Lego games, so much fun. Great fun to play. And great co-op as well. Then this one, again, it's one that I thought I had, because I've probably seen it a few too many times. Pool Shark 2. So just quick, cheap, fully complete game on that one. It's a pool game. Not much more to say about it really. You play pool. I don't mind pool. This one that has eluded me. I think I tried to order it off CX a couple of times, but they've gone out of stock. So it's a little bit hard to get, although they had, I think, 2 or 3 copies there. So I managed to make a really good copy of this. The first copy I picked up didn't have its manual, so I was gutted. But then when I found another copy and it did, I was like, yes, okay, here we go. Make a good copy of it. And I think Griffo picked this up recently as well. Circus Maximus Chariot Wars. So it is a chariot racing game with combat. So a bit like he said, a bit like Road Rage. Road Rage with chariots. That's got to be a laugh, surely. Yeah, we'll definitely give that a go. Unique co-op racing and fighting action. So I guess one person races and one person fights. That's pretty cool. 22 distinct drivers and warriors, 7 environments, 19 tracks set throughout the Roman Empire, 4 race modes including training, arcade, multiplayer and career, multiple power-ups, deadly weapons and special moves. I think that's going to be quite a bit of fun. So yeah, we'll give that a go. A sports title, just needed to fill out that set. ESPN, NHL, 2K5. There, again, nice condition. Sega game on that one. It's probably never going to get played. I'm not really a ice hockey fan. And a game that both me and Al picked up. Got £7 on this. I'm just going to take that sticker off while I remember. We both picked it up at the same time, but he picked up the PS2 version. I found the Xbox version, which again I thought I'd got it because it's a bit like one of the games I had picked up. But when I tried to order it off CEX, again, they got none in stock. It gone out of stock. So relatively hard to get maybe. Beatdown, Fist of Vengeance. So a brawling game. I don't know if it's like a side-scrolling brawling game or if it's like a one-on-one brawling game. I'm not sure. Streets made you and now you are. Now only the mean streets can save you. Put your fists up. Recruit fighters in your side or just grab their cash after delivering a beating. Streets is watching. Keep a low profile with the gangs and police. Decide when to switch outfits. Avoid getting too many visible bruises and hide out when you need to. Okay, so bit of bruise damage there maybe. Pick your fight. Choose one of 5 heroic brawlers, each with a unique fighting style to master. So get it's not a one-on-one fighter. It's like a side-scrolling beat 'em up maybe. Need to check that out. I'll give that a test in a minute. All nice and complete. Really nice condition as well. So yeah, happy with that. It's nice. Another 5 Xbox titles for that collection. But there's more to come. Also, while I was in there, I just found this on there that I left to the side. I was looking around his pop figures and other various figurines and stuff he'd got. And this was just standing on top of one of the units, but it didn't have a price on it. So I grabbed it, put it on my pile, and was just like, oh, how much do you want for this? It's like, you know what? You can have that. Have it for free. So I'm like, yes, thank you, I will. Because anyone who collects pop figures, especially gaming pop figures, might know already. It is from the Mass Effect set. Unfortunately, it's not boxed, which is probably why he gave it me. So the value is probably not as much. Now, I have 3 of them, but this one and the other one, Tally, are ridiculously expensive. Last time I looked at this one, it was a minimum of £300. Yeah. It went absolutely stupid. I don't know what the current value is. I've not looked. And it's not boxed, so it probably won't be worth as much. I'm not too fussed because I just wanted it for my set. So I only need the one more now for the full Mass Effect set. But yeah, I'm well happy to get that for free. Like I say, the last time I seen it, it was a £300 pop. Yeah, it went absolutely ridiculous for some reason. I think they got vaulted, which is probably why. So you can't outbeat that for free. I will take that all day long. And we got another freebie as well from the other store. So we're going backwards. We're going back to the first store where we met up with Eddie and John. And what we picked up from there. So Dreamcast last. So obviously I started off by looking at the Xbox titles to see if there was any I needed. And there was. We actually picked up 4. Now first I picked up 2. And then asking the guy, because he said he got so much more stock in the back. So the shop's actually quite small. You literally just walk in and that's it. But it got tons of stuff in the back. And he said, well, he saw me look at my list. He said, give me a list. I'll run in the back, see if I can find any more for you and whatever. And he come back with another 2. So that's great. So we ended up with 4 Xbox titles. First of all, which I found on the shelf, Reservoir Dogs. So I guess based off the film. All nicely complete. Yeah, a 3D action shooter driver, I don't know, maybe a bit like GTA. Plays a psycho or professional, featuring the full original soundtrack of super sounds of the 70s. Nice. Staying true to the movie, find out what really happened. I've not seen the movie. I'm a massive movie buff. I've never actually seen this, so it might be time to put it on and watch it. But yeah. Another one for that set. So we've got quite a few, didn't we? 5, 6, so another 9 Xbox titles in total for the Xbox sets. It's getting there. It's getting there. One I've seen a couple of times. I picked it up recently, but it was I think a German version, so I left it. It's Moho. Finally got it in the collection. Like I said, after picking it up multiple times. It's like one of them marble ball racer things, I guess, looking at it. But yeah, it is all complete. Original and enhancing gameplay. Test your reflexes in 100 feverish levels. Confront obstacles such as death blocks, repulsors. Tons of bonuses, power-ups and lethal traps. Play multiplayer as well, 1 to 4 players, split screen. It does have one little dent there, but I'm not that fussed. I'm okay with that. We'll give that a go. Could be alright, nice little puzzler, ball rolling game. A really cheap title, but I just can never find the damn thing. Now, I've already got it on the 360, but this completes, I believe, my Tom Clancy set on the Xbox. So we've got Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. Quite enjoyed these games. Really enjoyed it on the 360. It also comes with, because it says, like it says on the front, the trial card, unscratched, 2-month trial card. Yeah, none of this 2-day, 48-hour bullshit. Full 2 months live. Yeah, all complete. So obviously it's got the sticker on there for that live as well. So that is nice to get. Be interested to see the differences between this and the 360 as well. Obviously the 360 will probably look better, but yeah, I enjoy the game, so I'll probably go for it again. And then another game they come up with was one of the club football games. Again, it's awkward to get these because CX only have a limited stock to order, and you have to either randomly find them in store or they just don't stock them, and they can be a pain to find. So club football game, we got the 2003-04 season edition of the Leeds United club football. Yeah, like all the other club footballs, just about Leeds, if that's your thing. All complete. Never ever going to get played. Going to go with the other club football games, which I'm going to try and get a full set of. Yeah. So another nice 9 games for them. I'll show you the one of the miscellaneous before we get to that Dreamcast. That carrot is teasing you. We have. So I think Al mentioned this already. I was looking at these. He had quite a few in a little cabinet behind the counter. Just asking about them and how much they were. I think he said like a £5. I'd already bought my games, so I'd left these on the counter and kind of forgot while I was looking at something else. And then as we were about to leave, because we were in there for ages talking to the guy, I guess he picked it up to go and put back, but was like, oh, you know what, hey, you guys have spent quite a bit, have a pack each. So me, Eddie and Al all got a pack of the Dead Rising 2 playing cards, if my camera will focus on them and not my face. They're still sealed, they're brand new. I've not opened them, and I don't want to open them if they are just plain playing cards. However, if the cards have artwork on from Dead or Alive or whatever, I would be tempted to open them and look in there. So if any of you two guys have opened yours, let me know what the pack's like. If not, I'm going to have to do some research online and find out what they're like inside. I'm not going to open them now because I don't know. I'll keep them sealed if they're plain playing cards. But nice to have them for free, so cheers for that, mate. Not that you're watching. So, the 6 Dreamcast tiles. I'm just making sure I put on them in the order I wanted them, yeah. Some good ones here, some really good ones here, if you like your Dreamcast. So we're going to start off with I suppose the less ones, down to the better ones and the more valuable ones. As is the way you do it. So first off, I want to get because I'm, like I said, massive fan of Tomb Raider, so I want to get a full Tomb Raider set across all systems. And I think Dreamcast is the only system now I don't have all the Tomb Raider games for, and I don't actually have any of the Tomb Raider games. And off the top of my head, there's only 2 on the system. I think it's 4 and 5, which is the Last Revelation and the Chronicles. So we picked up Chronicles. So Dreamcast version of Tomb Raider Chronicles. I have no idea how this is going to play, only having the one thumbstick. I would imagine Tomb Raider is quite awkward to play on the Dreamcast. Disc. All of these are in great condition as well. None of the cases are cracked. None of the spindles are broken. All that kind of stuff. Because like I say, I think he bought them all off a collector. And this is complete with quite a few manuals. So let's see what we've actually got in here. So, obviously you've got to be delicate with these. We all know Dreamcast cases are a nightmare. So, the manual. A little flyer registration card from Eidos Interactive. That'll go in there, and a generic flyer for the Dreamcast with various different games on it. They're nice to have and makes it, again, fully complete. So that'll go in the back there, and we'll get that tested and on the shelf soon. Now, I've just heard this game is a really good game. It's an inexpensive game, but it's supposed to be really good. And like I say, the condition was really good. I think these first two were the ones I picked off the shelf, and then the other 4 were in the boxes that he then bought out. So a copy of Incoming. You play, I think, as like a missile silo or something, and you go around and then you have to shoot your missiles up at various incoming aliens, a bit like a horde wave, if you like. But yeah, really nice condition on this one. We have, obviously, the disc. People like to see disc art and manual art. And this also comes with a different flyer in there as well. Just displaying bits about the Dreamcast. So the inexpensive one's done. Now these next 4 get a bit more pricey. Again, massive Resident Evil fan, so I want all the Resident Evil games. I have Resident Evil 3 and Code Veronica already, so I think this is the last one I needed for the Resident Evil on the Dreamcast. Obviously, it's Resident Evil 2. Arguably one of the best Resident Evil games ever made. So we've got the first disc in there with Leon on. Clips just come out. Let's clip that back in. There we go. And we have the second disc and manual. No extra flies in there with Claire on. And yeah, just in really good condition. So, next up. Again, that just caught my eye. Don't really know much about it. I know about the character a little bit. I think it's just a 3D action adventure slash 'em up, if you like. We got Spawn in the Demon's Hand. Yeah, I don't know, could be alright. Unlock up to 36 of your favourite characters. I don't know about 36 Spawn characters. Original arcade mode and the new tournament mode, 4-player team battle mode. Yeah, you can use the arcade stick with this as well, 1 to 4 players. So it could be alright, we'll give it a go. We have the disc. And it just caught my eye and I thought, yeah, it looks alright. And we have the manual in there, in good condition. Next game, I didn't realise how kind of expensive this game was, and we're looking, obviously I was looking on eBay and that, and yeah, it holds quite a good price on this one. I think I got it just for the title. Don't know much about it actually, but it looks alright, so I thought I'd give it a go. Chronicles of Pern, Dragon Riders. Yeah, really nice one to have. Based on Dragon Riders of Pern novels. Never heard of them, so couldn't tell you about that. I guess you ride dragons around. So look, three-dimensional Pern continents to explore. Yeah, the writing's quite small and I've not really got much light in here other than forward facing, so I'm trying to read them. Develop your Dragon Rider to complete the variety of quests. You are challenged with dozens of subplots adding to the intriguing story of Pern. More than 170 interactive characters. I don't know, it's a bit RPG maybe? Right, yeah, in French it says something RPG. But it doesn't on the English right up. Action adventure story. Yeah, so it's a bit RPG. Definitely give that a go. Oh, no, I put the disc for some reason is in the back of here and has some bubble wrap to keep it nice and fresh. So yeah, really good copy, manual and disc. So I'll just keep that bubble wrap there for now. Yeah, Dragon Riders, nice to have. And here we go, the last one, the big hitter, if you like. I think it's one of the top 3 most expensive games on the Dreamcast, if memory serves. I've only ever seen it once in the wild, and it was at one of the revival events. I think it was up for around 150, I'm not sure. CX, I've looked for years. I've never ever had a copy of this in store that I've seen. I have it on the PS2. That's probably gave it away already. But just wanted the Dreamcast version for some reason. It's a game I've wanted to play, quite interested in. So when I seen it in there, I grabbed it straight away. Really good condition as well, complete with manual. It's Evil Twin. Yes! Evil Twin on the Dreamcast. Had to be done. And yeah, it is normal, but this Dreamcast logo on the Evil Twin is really dark compared to, let's get the light off that, other Dreamcast games, but that is normal. I knew that already. So yeah, Evil Twin. Here we all got some bubble wrap in there on the disc. We have our disc. Make sure that bubble wrap's on there. And we have more bubble wrap on the manual. Well happy with that. Nice thick manuals on these, look. Miss them. I love these cases, they're just so bloody delicate. Absolutely over the moon to finally get that Evil Twin. So I've got quite a lot now, if not all, most of the really big hitters on the Dreamcast. He did have a copy of Evolution 2 there as well, which I've already got but without the manual, so I was tempted to get it again for the manual. I didn't even ask how much he was selling it for, and he had a copy of Moho as well in the cabinet. Until I decide to go for a full set, which I'm not at the minute, I'm not interested about getting Moho. I've heard it's an absolute tripe game, so I'm not paying the price for it that I'll never play for a shit game if I'm not going for a full set. So I did leave that, obviously. But it's just reminded me one more thing. When we went into the Game World afterwards, he also had a copy of Evolution 2 behind the counter. Now he got shelves and shelves behind the counter. And we're asking about the games beyond there. It's like all these games I've got bits missing. Most of these are all missing the disc. So I'm just trying to complete them. So I asked about the Evolution 2. And yeah, he opened it up. No disc. But it got its manual in there. So I was like, well, I only need the manual. I'll buy the manual off you. Will you sell it me? And he was and I was like, nah, I want to keep it. I've probably got a disc around here floating around, or someone might bring a disc in. I'm thinking, no one's going to bring a fucking disc in of Evolution 2. And the chances of you having a loose one are pretty slim. So, I mean, me and Eddie, for ages, were trying to get him to just sell this bloody manual. It's like, what do you want for it? I'll buy it off you. All I want is a manual. You know, you've got a game there with no game and your manual, and I've got a bloody game with no manual on. You know, come on, this is the one time I've got a chance of completing my game. And he just weren't having it. He wouldn't sell the manual or the case with the manual. So he offered to buy the whole thing off him. He's like, nah, I'd rather keep it and try and get a disc. I was like, mate, come on. But yeah, unluckily enough, couldn't get the manual for that. So the hunt is still on. But yeah, some nice, I'm sure you'd agree, nice Dreamcast games. There, finally. And it was funny, because on the drive down, me and Al were talking. And he was like, oh, what are you after? And I was like, oh, obviously still Xbox to get that set finished. But I'd really like to find some Dreamcast games. I like the Dreamcast, love the Dreamcast, one of my favourite systems. Just don't come across the games that often. When you do, they're battered to hell. So I was like, yeah, I'd really like to pick up some Dreamcast. And then when we come across them in the first store, I was like, buzzing, loving it. 6 stellar titles for the Dreamcast, so it had to be done. And he did me a deal on them, like I say, so appreciated. So thanks for the day out, mate. It was an absolute fantastic day. Unluckily, we can't do it again anytime soon by the looks of it, but hopefully soon we'll be able to get out and do some more hunting of games. That is it for this massive pickups video. Hope you've enjoyed, guys. Some good decent titles and range of consoles here today. So let me know in the comments your favourite ones and questions I asked about them games and what have you, if you can remember that long ago, in the comments. So yeah, last pickups video for quite a while, I think, maybe it's going to be. So we've got some different content coming. Like I said, I might do the DS collection video, a small collection on that, the room tour and other stuff as well. So yeah, take care, guys. Have a good Christmas, although we're still a way off, so there'll be videos before that. But we'll see you in the next one. So take care and bye for now.